So I asked you guys on Twitter whether you want to see a guide on custom float crafting. 85% of you wanted to. This guy does not want to see it, so don't watch this video if it's you. So we're going to do this right now. First off, you need to go to csgostash.com, not csgo.stash. I wish the domain would exist, that would be very cool. Nonetheless, you need to head over to the site and choose the skin you want to craft. I'm going for the AK-47 Emerald Pinstripe just for simplicity reasons. It's a 100% trade up, you can't mess this up. I mean, the float we got is worth nothing in the end, so I don't really care. It's just for the sake of showing how to do it. You can craft whatever you want. The odds are, of course, a bit risky. For example, if you go, some guys suggested if you go for the Hydra case and the Orbit MK01, you have a 20% chance to hit it, which is still like around 60 cents per attempt, and that's around 30 bucks to craft a Orbit MK01 if you on average hit it 1 every 5 times. That's really unlikely to happen, and you just waste money. So I like wasting money, but not on a guide which nobody is really interested in. So let's go for the AK-47 Emerald Pinstripe, and we need to check which float is possible. So we head over to andersonp196.github.io/float/index.html. The link is down in the description. It's quite a complicated link. So first off, we need to check whether our custom float is possible. One guy suggested we should go for the 69-420-1337 float. This is actually not possible. You cannot craft this float. This will be the float you will get, so don't even bother attempting this float. It's impossible. You can't do it. But I know what's possible. It's the 420-1337-69. That's possible. That's the float we will get. And we need to copy this float, already copy it right now, so you don't miss it that you copy it, so you always have it stored. Yeah, that's perfect English from my side. Sorry if you don't understand something. I'm not a native speaker. I'm just trying to make the guide as easy to understand as possible. But as I said, I'm not a native speaker. Maybe I will mispronounce something or make some grammar mistakes. I hope you can... yes, you can understand that's not perfect. So you need to go to the float generations combinator. That's totally not what it says here. Nonetheless, you paste your desired float right here. But then you head over to the simple calculator for 10 floats. You paste your desired float here. You go to the output skin you want to get. You see it's capped at 0 and 1. So you type in 1 and 0 in maximum inware. Yeah, it's easy to do, so there's nothing, and you see you need the average float of this exact skin. It depends, for example, if you want to go for the same skin on an AOP Asimov, you need to go for 0.29 average, but for the Emerald Pinstripe you need to go for 420, 1337, and so on. So you need to go to float generations combinator. You have the float typed in, enter maxware, enter minware of your skin. How much above float to show, you type in how many numbers you care about. So for example, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. What? That's not how you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zeros. Remove the last 0 and add a 1. So we have, I don't know how many zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zeros we need to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So now comes the complicated / easy part. I love to do it. Other people hate to do it, so I do it for them. But you need to go to CSGO Stash. Go to this input skins you need. So like the CZ Tuxedo and Galil Tuxedo for the Emerald Pinstripe. You open the floats you need to get. For example, I need to get a mix of field tested and battle scarred to get the 420 average. You need to try and error a bit. Now you need to open the page. I suggest you to put 10 items per page, so you don't spend too much on items with custom floats, and you don't need to have more than 35 input skins as possible input skins. So I'll just quickly refresh these pages. So it's also on 10. Now you see it. Now press Windows and R, so you open the notepad. You need to go for the default notepad of Windows, because that does not have any formatting at all. Now you need to copy all floats on this page. Just select everything, Ctrl C, paste it in your notepad. Next up, press 2 times Enter, so you have two new empty lines. Copy the field tested ones or whatever you want. That's not 10 at all. That's definitely not 10. Let's refresh this again. Maybe it changes. This is not 10 either, guys. I want 10, not 50. Okay, maybe it's the other add-on which is making some weird things. Let's just change this to 10 and this also to 10. So let's copy all these, paste them here, copy all these, paste them here, and copy all these and paste them here. Well, actually we only need 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paste them into Notepad. Now select everything, cut them out, open Office. I don't know if you have it, it's a freeware, so you can easily download it. Just download it, it's free to use, it doesn't cost you anything, so just use it. Now press Ctrl F, search for float, search everything, right click, copy, paste this, cut it out, select everything, delete it, paste this here, replace float with a comma, so you have this, copy this, paste it into Notepad, remove the first comma, that's not even the first, this is the first comma, select everything, cut it out, go back to your browser to Anderson P, enter all floats here, separate with a comma, as you saw right now. This is the fastest way to do it. You can also put them in here, but that takes an eternity. Just do it like I showed you, it's the fastest way. You press generate combinations with the inputted floats below. And as soon as you get something here, spam the stop the current run button. Okay, stop. Just spam it, just spam it. It will lag. The more outputs there are, just lower this bar will grow, but you see I have stopped here and it still shows 2 more options. Now you need to select all these and just one after another go back to the side. You need to remove a few numbers on each, so you just buy them. Yeah, I'm sorry if it's a bit loud on my keyboard. I hope you can understand that's a bit loud, but I don't have the most silent keyboard on earth. So yeah, it's a bit audible, I'm sorry. Yeah, just buy all of these. Shouldn't be too hard to do. I'm using Ctrl F, by the way, to get the floats. So in case you wonder what hotkeys I'm using, I'm going into the side and pressing Ctrl F, paste the float, Ctrl V, and switching back to the other tab. I don't think any one of you doesn't know how to switch a tab or search on Chrome. Nonetheless, we selected everything now. I would suggest you to go to csgo.exchange now. Since we bought everything, it should easily be in our inventory and should be able to be tracked. I will already start Counter-Strike Global Offensive, so you can see that we got the items. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 items. Select all of these, throw filters, contract. And as you can see, it's a 420.3381 float. That's because the decimals of CSGO Exchange are rounded different. It should still be a 33.7. It's a bit of risk because the numbers are a bit rounded. You can mess it up. It's not 100% secure, but it's unlikely that it will happen. And I have a Counter-Strike Global Offensive update. What the fuck? So we're in game. Let's do the trade up. And yes, I just misclicked on inventory. We got the 10 skins. Use with trade up contract. Select all 10. Should be too much of a struggle, to be honest. 3, 2, 1, let's go, 100% trade up, and we got the Emerald Pinstripe. Let's just check if the float is correct. It is not. It is actually, because it's rounded up in game. it's actually 69, but the 5 behind the 69 is rounded up to 7. Let's just tab out and check CS.money. So it just loaded. If we click on item showcase, we see it's 69. And also on CS Money, the emerald pinstripe is 69 float, I believe. Let's just check it out. $69, as you can see right here. We got it.